Hello, New York. I'm just kidding. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Chill Out podcast. So, it's currently raining, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving it. Okay. It's like, let me just check the time. It's like 6 p.m., and I'm just vibing with it. Okay. It's so nice and cozy. The rain sound just sounds so magical. And like, I just love it so much. Think about it. The mornings aren't for everyone, okay? Let's be real. When I was a kid, I would wake up every day at 5:30 for school because I lived far away from school. And it was obviously hard. Like, imagine being on autopilot and feeling sleep deprived from the time you wake up until like 8 a.m., okay? But eventually I got used to it. So that kind of prepared me well for adult life, where you have to be a morning person when you are a working professional. And even though you may feel exhausted and tired, you still have to be a nice person, okay? Like, I'm someone in the morning who is quiet. So, like, I'll be nice and I'll greet someone if you approach me. But like, my brain has not fully woken up unless I've had a good cup of coffee. So I'm kind of like on a different planet, okay? Trying to just function, trying to just like get through the morning. And I've seen how other people just aren't morning people at all, and they can be like super miserable. So I usually run for the hills being around people like that because like they just give me anxiety. And I kind of just like keeping to myself in the morning. Okay. But obviously, if you're in a working environment, you can't always be by yourself. So you kind of just have to adapt. Like, you have to know how to like read the room. And I don't even know if I'm a morning person, to be honest. Like, are you a morning person if you wake up super early and you're like super happy already? Or are you a morning person if you are just able to get up and function? Like, my dad is definitely a morning person. He's like part of the 5 a.m. club. He usually wakes up in the morning really easily. He can function early in the morning. He is always in a great mood when he wakes up early. And I'm always amazed at how he gets up and is just so cool about waking up super early. Like, I just don't understand how you can be so cool about waking up so early. And I feel like waking up early has kind of grown on me. Well, low key, I just enjoy once I'm up how quiet and peaceful the mornings are before the sun has come up, and like how peaceful and like quiet it is compared to everyone else that is still sleeping and nice and cozy in their bed. And I'm just like up, I'm ready for my day. And I just find that you have like some extra time for yourself as well. And how I also love the fact that I'm able to just be more productive because I'm up early and I have way more time to do what I need to do. I can mentally prepare for my day and I can kind of get started on my tasks or my goals for the day. But don't get me wrong, I love sleeping in over the weekends, okay, guys, especially on a Sunday. But when it comes to the weekdays, it's just such a great feeling being able to like start early. The 5 a.m. club, because it's not something new. Okay, let's be real. But I find that it's so important to at least try it out and like see if it works for you, especially if you are someone that wants to be more productive and wants to feel more motivated and wants to have more time in the day to like achieve their goals or achieve what they want to in the day instead of feeling like they're like constantly running out of time. So that is why this episode is all about how to become a morning person, okay? Whether you want to join the 5 a.m. club or not, some people just simply aren't a natural morning person, and that's okay. With that being said, you do have the power to change your mindset and become an early bird because they do catch the worm. Like, let's be real, okay? Sorry, bad joke, but I'm basically 50 years old inside, so like, let me enjoy my dry jokes, okay? It takes some time to practice to become a morning person and be a more optimistic person and have a more optimistic attitude, which I feel like is achievable. And if you feel ready to make a lifestyle change and wake up earlier, well, I want to share a few ways to really change your outlook on embracing early mornings and officially become part of the 5 a.m. club or the AM club. I used to fear change because it can be really scary until I realized that life is full of it. And by fearing change, it just causes unnecessary suffering. when we work to accept change and the fact that, life is in a constant state of change, we can kind of learn to be less terrified and anxious when making much needed lifestyle changes. And I would get so much anxiety because of change, and it's just not a nice feeling. And sometimes I need to like watch my favorite movie or lay in bed and read just to help me find some stability in that moment so that I don't get too overwhelmed. And so I'm able to ease into accepting change and embracing it. And I feel like watching something familiar or a movie or a TV show I've seen before, and, just something where I know what's going to happen. It just kind of gives me like some sense of comfortability, some sense of peace. And it just makes me feel less anxious and more at ease. And even just doing grounding activities like meditating or being in nature, walking on the beach and like having your feet in the sand, in the earth, like it just grounds you. And I feel like change just makes you feel powerless and out of control. And I'm a control freak, okay? So change is scary. But I feel like change can also be something healthy and liberating because you want to grow. And I feel like being more open to change can be such a powerful thing. I feel like if you are wanting to try new habits that are going to help you live a more fulfilled life, and you want to let go of bad habits that no longer serve you, but you are kind of like fearing change or maybe believe you won't stick to it, well, something that has helped me is sitting on my bed, grabbing my journal, and just writing down what comes to mind when thinking about a specific change that I'm wanting to make. Usually there is always a common reason why you are afraid of change, and it's usually because of your own limiting beliefs, which are because of fear. So when I was feeling ready again to get back on track of my goals and reevaluate what I actually want in my life and feeling ready to be more productive, waking up early was a habit that I felt I needed to try. So let's chat about some ways that can really help you to like become a morning person and really start trying out new habits that are going to help you to feel more productive and feel like you're getting stuff done. This sounds so silly, so don't judge me, but when you wake up in the morning, like sing to yourself, like sing good morning, good morning. Like something I love to do is wake up, I put the kettle on, I get back into bed, and I stretch my arms and I just show thanks for being able to wake up to another day. I love making myself some coffee or some tea and then having it in bed and like slowly waking up. And it just mentally helps me in the morning instead of feeling rushed. So this is a habit that I personally like to do myself. And it's something that allows me to mentally wake up and like show appreciation for the new day and like get my mind right for the day and like see how I'm feeling and like kind of just like feeling my vibe. So that's something that I like to do. So this tip goes without saying, but make sure if you need to be up early in the morning that you try and adjust your bedtime and maybe create a new bedtime routine so that you can get into bed at a reasonable time to wake up feeling not as tired. Trust me, no matter what time I go to bed, I will still wake up feeling absolutely exhausted. Like, have you seen that meme of that one chick that's like yawning and the caption is like, no matter how much sleep I get, I still feel like this. Like that is literally me on so many levels. I just feel like exhausted, but I found that sometimes it could be your diet and what you're eating. So I've recently tried limiting the amount of sugar that I eat because I literally hate waking up so early and my skin just feels puffy. So it's just all about making that effort for yourself. If you have work in the morning, obviously prepare everything at night so you just feel more efficient and at ease in the mornings. Like prioritizing sleep for me is so important because I can see in my skin if I don't get enough sleep, and I can see under my eyes if I've been getting enough rest or not. And I also want to be able to sustain myself throughout the day. I might sound like a total grandma, okay? But these types of things matter, especially when you are getting older. You want to practice good wellness. You want to feel good. You want to feel your best and take care of your needs. And sometimes that means sacrificing certain things and being uncool to other people because you need to feel good about your own life. The next thing is put your alarm clock on full volume and choose a sound that suits your vibe or something that will help you wake up. Like mine is like a slow type of sound, ending with like waves crashing, birds chirping, chimes, and like something like that. Okay. It's not the normal like beep beep alarm sound, which I emotionally I can't handle because it just annoys me. But it's a sound that will wake me up and it helps me to wake up feeling at ease. Okay, I don't want to like jump out of bed and like wake up in a panic. Like that's not a vibe. I feel like it's also important to like mentally prepare yourself the night before for an early morning, because I find that when I mentally make a note that, hey, I need to wake up early, subconsciously my brain kind of takes note of that. So I remember that I need to be up early instead of pressing snooze and like turning over. So it's all about like mentally preparing yourself and like putting in that effort. Okay. Okay, so the snooze button for me is something I use, okay, but only because I will put my alarm on for like an hour before I need to actually get up. And I feel like to just press snooze and lay in bed and like slowly wake up instead of putting the alarm on for like the exact time and then getting up, I'm someone who needs my time to like easily, slowly get up and wake up. If you are someone who wants to get that extra sleep, well, then obviously avoid hitting the snooze button, like end of story. Just sleep and wake up and get out of bed when the alarm goes off. It's literally a mental thing and it's totally up to you. It's like what works for you. I am someone, I need to like have the alarm wake me up an hour early so that my mind is like awake, but I have some extra time to like slowly get up. That's like my type of thing. But if you're someone that like just wants to sleep and then wake up when your alarm goes off, like that's totally okay too. Okay, as long as you're getting up and you're starting your day. For me, I wake up even earlier just to have that time for myself, because when you are interacting with people all day, I just enjoy having some alone time to like recharge, be by myself, like be in my thoughts, mentally prepare for my day. You're able to like really take in the morning, like the quietness and the peace and just being with yourself. Practicing some deep breaths. So set your timer on your phone for 5 minutes. Either sit on your bed or on your yoga mat, close your eyes and just focus on the breath coming in and going out. If your mind wanders, which it usually will, simply take note of it and like without judging yourself, slowly bring your mind back to your breathing again. And this is such a healthy, good, mindful and grounding exercise for you to start your day. And it becomes addictive to do because your mind feels so much more clear and you aren't starting your day in a stressful state. And when you feel calmer and you feel more at ease, you handle situations so much better, especially when dealing with difficult people in your day. It's good to be able to manage your stress and your emotions and like keep a cool head and like really be able to move through the day and like through any sort of chaos in a calm manner. Okay, because you got this. And by doing those types of exercises, you're really training your brain to be able to deal with stress in a healthier way. Before you go to sleep, it's important, I feel like, to make a mental checklist or make an actual checklist in your notebook where you prioritize what you need to do for the next day. And this helps you to look forward to the day ahead. Okay, it helps you to get out of bed easier because you have some purpose, you have something to do, and you have something to accomplish, which helps you to stay productive and to stay motivated. And when you feel like you have nothing that makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning, it takes you to a really dark place. It doesn't make you feel motivated. So it's important that you really take the time to put in that effort, to really write down a list of tasks that you need to do, to write out your bigger vision for your life so that you have the goals every day to work towards, so that you have something every day that keeps you motivated and keeps you moving. The last thing that has helped me become a morning person is as soon as I wake up, and this is usually in summer, like when the sun rises a bit earlier, but I enjoy opening the curtains, letting some natural light in, and just kind of taking in the new day. I also love working out in the mornings, usually around like 10 a.m. because the gym is like way more quiet. Like I do not like it when it's super busy. But now I go in the afternoons because of my own schedule. But the point is, something that literally also made me more excited and ready for my day was just moving my body. So before I shower in the morning, I would like stretch and then skip on and off for like 10 minutes just to get things going. And even though I usually work out in the afternoon now, I do feel like when you exercise in the morning, it not only like increases your energy levels and it like makes you feel good, like it boosts your mood, but it also improves your productivity levels as well. So I definitely recommend working out in the morning. That's my favorite thing to do on the weekends is like go to the gym on the weekend because that's like my time, okay? It's nice and quiet and it's my time to shine, okay? I feel like it's been proven that, people who are part of the 5 a.m. club, they are more productive. They tend to be more successful because they have more time to like try things, fail at things, learn, grow, keep going. And, it's been proven that it works. So whether you have to get up early or whether you are choosing to do that, especially in the week, just so that you have some extra time to like really accomplish your tasks and get you closer to those goals, whatever they are in your life. I find it very valuable. And that's really why I wanted to speak about how valuable it is to try and be a morning person and like to embrace it and to make sure that you have something every day that drives you and that makes you happy and fulfilled. And I find that so important in life. So I hope that these habits help you and definitely try them out. Let me know which ones worked for you. And if you find waking up early has benefited your life in like a good way, let me know. I would like love to hear from you. So pop me a DM. And yeah, new episodes every Wednesday. Also have a book called Bright Days Ahead. It is available on Amazon, so check it out. I love hanging out with you guys, okay? Have an amazing week. Keep warm, keep shining, and I will see you guys next week. So, ciao.